This video is sponsored by CuriosityStream. About 1 month ago, I decided to tweak my morning routine a bit. There are 4 core principles in my morning routine: learning, moving, slowing down, and caring. I talk more about this in my last morning routine video. Well, about a month ago, when the weather started to clear up and the days got warmer, I decided I wanted to take a walk every morning as part of my moving morning goal. My choice for walking instead of any other type of exercise in the morning was not random. Walking has a lot of benefits, whether it's for your physical and mental health or even for your motivation throughout the day. Walking increases heart and lung fitness, reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke, gives you stronger bones and improved balance, increases muscle strength and endurance, and also has a big positive impact on anxiety and stress. It's also easy to incorporate into your routine because it's low impact and doesn't require the type of recovery other types of exercise do. It also needs absolutely no equipment besides a pair of comfortable walking shoes, and because its length can vary a lot, it's easy to fit in your schedule, even if you're particularly busy in any given day. My particular routine last month was taking 1 walk per day. 90% of the time I took my walk in the morning, right after breakfast, but in case I had to work earlier than usual or felt sore from any workout from the day before in the evening or early afternoon, I would easily reschedule my daily walk, either during my lunch break or in the evening. So I started very slowly, walking around 1 kilometer or around half a mile per day, and then progressively increased my walking distance over 4 weeks, averaging around 30 minutes of walking every day. Besides feeling increased endurance, there is something therapeutic about that light, brisk exercise right in the early morning. It wasn't intense enough to make me feel exhausted during the rest of the day, but it was great for that boost of energy and to let me clear my mind and align my thoughts for what was to come during the day. So the nice thing about walking is that it both impacts your health positively as well as your productivity and creativity. That's because walking is a prime activity to remove distractions and the perfect way to clear your mind and engage in valuable scatter focus. Scatter focus means directing your attention inwards. It's our most creative mode when we deliberately let our minds wander. It's very hard to enter this mode when we are surrounded by distractions. Your house is a place full of them. Besides your computer, phone, and other devices, any kind of object that creates comfort, like a television, your couch, and even your fridge, will make it hard to find the alone time to reflect. This is even more complicated if you're living with other people and pets. Overall, your house can be a difficult ecosystem to foster creative thoughts and brainstorm, so creating some distance from that usual space can really help in the long run. There are several modes of scatter focus. You have capture, problem crunching, and habitual mode, but walking every morning will ensure you are engaging more in problem crunching and habitual scatter focus, as capture requires you to sit and write down everything that's on your mind. Problem crunching allows you to solve complicated problems with creativity by giving your mind the space and freedom it needs to make large leaps in your thinking, without being distracted by other things or be tied to more logical brainstorming techniques or other activities. Habitual scatter focus, on the other hand, is less directed towards solving something specific or coming up with a specific idea or line of thinking. While in problem crunching, you should try to bring your thoughts back to the problem you're tackling, in habitual mode, you let your mind roam free. Personally, this is the kind of scatter focus I enjoy promoting during my walks. By giving my attention enough rest and breaking the shackles of typical day-to-day tasks, I ensure that my brain has no constraints when thinking about new ideas, solving problems, coming up with solutions to a rut, or simply feeling inspired or motivated to keep tackling my work. So here's how to start incorporating walking into your routine. First, remember to start slow. A good way to start incorporating walking into your routine is to start small, very small, and incrementally increase your pace, distance, or time spent walking on a daily or weekly basis. Starting slowly and challenging yourself incrementally is important to both work your resistance as well as your motivation. Trying to run or walk for a long time in the beginning, when your body isn't used to the exercise, can be very off-putting and destroy your routine right at the beginning of this habit-building process. Also, combine your morning principles. It can be a very nice idea to incorporate a more intellectual task during your walk, at least in the beginning. You can listen to motivational music, a podcast, or a new audiobook, depending on your mood. So what I did was using my monthly Audible credit to purchase the book I was listening to during my walks. I usually aim at books that have around 20 to 25 hours of listening time, and that's usually enough to finish during a month of daily walks. Also, make sure you're picking an optimal time for walking. Get some inspiration on the best time according to your chronotype and your usually sleeping and workout patterns. You don't necessarily need to take your walk in the morning. You can take your walk during your lunch break, after work, or even in the evening if the area where you live is safe enough. And you can take a brisk walk when you're feeling more energized, but you can also walk when you're low in energy, as a low-impact pick-me-up workout before you start doing more work. Scatter focus can also be achieved by collecting information, as that also allows you to connect the dots more often and better. Creating a routine that allows you to go really in-depth with your habits and provides valuable learning opportunities is perfect. Then, of course, you need to think about what's your optimal time to study, to work out, and so much more. That optimal time really depends on the person and varies greatly from chronotype to chronotype. If you want to know more about what your ideal schedule should look like, I actually have a video all about chronotypes, and if you want to watch it without the ads, then you should definitely subscribe to Nebula, which is an ad-free streaming video platform built by independent creators that has a bunch of content on sciences, technology, productivity, history, and so much more. The best thing about this platform is that it always goes hand in hand with CuriosityStream, which is, really affordable and has thousands of documentaries and non-fiction titles, like this new original series about how we are trying to save time and expand the 24 hours available in our day. Right now, you can get your annual subscription with a 26% discount, meaning that you get unlimited access to 2 platforms for less than $15 for a whole year. So make sure you click the link down below to access the discount, because that tells CuriosityStream and Nebula that you came from this channel, which is really nice if you want to keep supporting this type of content. All the links will be provided down below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!